Hey y'all, hey, I'm Ashley and this is for Dizzy Birds. And on this channel, we use a zero-based budget, cash stuffing, and savings challenges to make saving fun. Today is our second week of July, Save with Friends. So we've got lots to do. It's bound to be a little bit of a longer video. I'm going to try to make it short as possible. But before I get started on the actual savings challenges, I wanted to share a couple of things with you just in case you haven't seen them yet. We did hit 1,000 subscribers. Woo! Yay! I'm so excited. Y'all are the absolute best. But now it is time to shift my focus a little bit towards watch hours. So we are still shy of 4,000 watch hours. So we are going to start working towards that. When I filmed last, when I checked last before I filmed, we were at 2,900 watch hours and some change. And so I started a Christmas in July watch party, and this is on my Ko-fi. You can download it if you want to use it. But I have asked you all to let me know if you want me to add you to my watch party list. Right now we have Cat Lady budgets on here, and I am filming a little ahead, so maybe some more have commented since then. If you have, I'm adding you to my list, and I am going to run your playlist. And if you will do the same for me, I would so much appreciate it. As we hit our milestones on the watch hours, next one being 3,000, I will release a freebie as per usual as a celebration. Also, speaking of freebies, if you didn't get this one yet, I did release this one for 1,000. Saving for some summer fun. You see my 4 little Dizzy Birds there, and this is an A5 printable. You can laminate if you want, add stickers, whatever works for you. But that's in the Ko-fi shop. It'll be linked down below. And then also want to get you aware that we're going to start a group play in August, and we are going to be doing Too Cool for School here. This will also be on the Ko-fi if you want to go ahead and get that downloaded and ready to go. So we will play that the first week of our August budget and play throughout August for a group play. So I'm super excited to start a group play. We even already have one set up for September. So this one may not be in the Ko-fi just yet, but this one will be. Excited to do that. So we've got watch party, we've got a freebie, and we've got our group play for August. And then also, just so that you can see, we do have memberships in the Ko-fi. We have 3 tiers. One is a digital only, that's the prologue, and with that you get access to all of the member only printables in the Ko-fi shop. But if you are one that likes the printable, the physicals mailed to your house, there is an option. It's the bestseller tier. We have that, and this is what's going out for the July bundle. It'll go out on the 16th, so you have until July 15th to sign up if you're interested in getting it. We've got a summer theme going for sure. This one saves you 60. This one is Easy Tiger. It saves you 32 for a little self-care. And then member only exclusive is our A6 binder bookmark. It is a mystery save in the theme. So we have a beach theme going on here. It's going to save you between $15 and $20 under those scratchers there. And then as always, a thank you and a little bonus save. So this is all comes with the bestseller tier. And then if you want to try out the newest tier, the bestseller plus, we also will send you all of this plus a packet of the savings sidekicks, which includes 3 mystery savers. And this month we are doing the ice cream dreams. They are just 3 miniature cutouts, and everybody gets 3 different ones, but you don't know which ones you're going to get. They are super cute little guys with 4 scratchers on each one. So ice cream dreams is going out in July, and that's for the best seller plus tier. So if you're interested in those minis, and you want to have a little blind box situation, you can sign up for that. And that's our member stuff going out in July. So all that business is taken care of. Shall we get to our business of saving? Absolutely. Okay, so in our Save with Friends video, we do a lot of different challenges that we're doing with others in the community. So we will get out our little binder here. It looks like, I remember correctly, we have $171. to save with friends. And that's a bit of a tight budget for all of the challenges that we are working on. So we are going to hope for the best and that the dice is nice to us so I can get to everything. We'll just move through the binder and our planned challenges best we can with what we have. So I would prefer that budget to be a little bit higher, but we have what we have. So, all right. So enter save with friends. Up first, just for this month, we are doing a Christmas in July coloring page from Mint Dough Co. So we will get that out right now. We're going to find that somewhere here. Where are you? Christmas in July. There you are. All right. This cutie patootie. All right. So, let's see. I don't want to go over too much, so I'm going to make it easy on myself here and color in this $5 um palm tree here. I feel like I maybe should have shifted up the colors a little bit. I can talk to y'all while I do this. Which is what I like to do to give you updates. So those of you who've been following along, if you're new to my channel, hi, welcome. I appreciate you being here. I hope you enjoy the fun. We have a lot of it. I'm making I rattle on sometimes like I'm doing right now, but I think it's important. A lot of you have been sending well wishes and prayers and comments about my brother who is in he's having some health problems associated with his heart, and he is actually back in the hospital this week and struggling with some stuff. We are trying to get him to a point where he can um have his surgery that he needs for his heart, but he keeps ending up with some issues. And that's it's very frustrating for everyone. Mom is back up here. She's staying at my house in between her hospital stays to stay with him. And so, it's challenging. It's a lot. But we're getting through, and mostly they are getting through. I cannot say that I'm doing much as far as hospital related stuff. I'm having to continue working and taking care of life here at the house where mom is staying in between, and she is spending a lot of time with him in the hospital and making sure that she knows what's going on and that we're getting the attention we need, and that he is getting what he needs from the doctor. So we are all kind of just pitching in the way we can. And in my case, that's providing a place for her to be. And yeah. So yeah, he is still in kind of the woods, it's so to speak. Not out of it for sure. And they had to reschedule his surgery due to some issues, some complications. So we do not know when his surgery will be. He is starting to get pretty frustrated and discouraged, which is understandable. So yeah, I wish I had better news about that. We're just hoping for the best here. And I do appreciate that the doctors are being diligent and cautious and making sure that he is healthy enough to go through the surgery that he needs. But in the meantime, he is struggling with breathing, and his heart is just working overtime trying to keep things going. So it's a bit rough. All right, we're going to stop there. So we colored in $5 for the trunk. Is that what it is? The trunk of the coconut tree, $5 for the beach ball, and then $1 for the sun. So that's a total of $11 going into Christmas in July today. We will call that good. So far, of the 75, it looks like we have a total of 10, 20, 25, 30, 31, 32, 33, and 34. So we're going to have to probably pick that up next week. I don't know. All right, saving through the years for April's Fresh Start and Rocks budgets. Let's get that one going. We've been doing this one since January, and we are on her July challenge. Super, super pretty. Love this one. So we're going to roll. Oh, man down. Gonna roll the dice here. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right here in the middle. Oh, that's a nice friendly one. We can handle that. We got some big numbers last week. 1, 2, 3. So we'll be right here. Oh, yeah. Nice and friendly. We like that. All right. So that's a total of 4 going in today. 1, 2, 3, and 4. We can handle that. Let's see what do we have so far in this one. This one will save us a total of 31 when we are done. And these always go to a debt payment. All right, so 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Let's see. Yeah, 17. We'll just leave that one alone for right now. No reason to condense just yet. 17 going for April's first start. Then we have Rock's budgets and her cute set. So we have our little lion here. 1, 2, 3, 4. We got some pretty big ones here as well. These stickers do not like to scratch as much. Bummer. All right, so 4. 4. All right, let's go again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That brings us down here. And that's a 2. So we can handle that. That's $6 going in this week with 2 scratches. Yeah, I don't know. These gold stickers, for some reason, not wanting to cooperate. $6 going in. Let's see, what do we have so far? A total of 10. So we have a total of 16 of the overall 30 for Rock's budgets. Cute. Okay, up next we have 2 challenges that we're doing with Save with Judy. So we will put our little book aside here and get our Save with Judy stuff out. We have new gnomes. We are starting today. There we go. So our July gnomes here. We are doing $10 per for these guys. And this all goes to debt too, but only when we finish this page. So when we get through this whole page, it makes a really nice debt payment for sure. Yeah. So I don't know what you guys want to hear about. Mostly the thing with my family is everything's just kind of on hold. No vacations, nothing happening outside of just the hospital and his doctor's appointments and things. And that's not to complain at all. It is what it needs to be this year, but it's been a really weird summer with that. But other than that, it's just been work. I've been going to work. My husband's going to work. We're just working. Kids are, doing their summer stuff, which is a whole lot of nothing pretty much. I mean, Finn's going to camp a little bit. He's not a fan. He's not a fan of summer camp. He prefer to be home, which is funny. He told me, he said summer camp was like prison. I think his perspective is a little bit skewed. So we have talked about that, but he's not a huge fan. He's enjoying the weeks that he gets to be home with either a parent because they're on vacation or with his grandparents. And so occasionally he's getting to do that. And this week I am home working from home due to my mom not being available. So I am going to be working from home and Finn gets to stay home and he's pretty happy about that. But yeah, there's not a whole lot going on to talk to you about, unfortunately. It is just a pretty quiet summer in that regard. So not terrible. I'm staying really focused in on when I'm not at work, working on some smaller projects around the house. And then, of course, the 4 Dizzy Birds channel. Lots to design and lots of work to be done for that. So I'm always working on new designs and things like that. But it's just been very, very quiet. I'm going to do pink for the little hair here. Her little braids. She is going to be, her name is going to be Posy. I have decided just now. Posy the gnome. Love it. Miss Posy. Miss Posy is ready for some gardening. I am not. It is 110 degrees. It was 101, not to be dramatic, but in our area, it is just ridiculously hot, and that's not fun for anybody at all. So we're not doing any gardening. I don't do the gardening in the heat. Not my thing for sure. Don't know, maybe it's yours. Do you like to garden even when it's super duper hot? Or maybe it's not super duper hot where you are. It is absolutely atrociously hot where I am. So there is no gardening taking place. I'm doing good to we have sprinklers for the grass, and then my husband unfortunately has to go out and mow every week for to keep the grass all trimmed down. So he goes out the very early part of the day to stay cool as he can, but it is a super duper hot, which is not abnormal for our summers here in Oklahoma. But I think I would like gardening if it wasn't so just terribly awfully hot all the time. I would absolutely like it because I do like growing things. All right, Miss Posy here is done, I think, unless maybe I need to color in the rest of her why she has a beard. I don't know how gnomes work, y'all. But she's done. She is all done. Miss Posy here is going to be $10 to start us off. Miss Posy. She is right. Oh no, she's right here. Yes. This is from last week. We need to take that out. All right, $10 going to our adorable gnomes to get us started. And then we have our 2026 savings, which we've been working on all year long, and my even more atrocious coloring here. Horrible. For July. Now we are not pulling this money when we are done because this is going to get pulled at the end of the year for our HOA dues. It's not quite covering the HOA dues, but very close. So we will call that a good start. $5 going in there. And so far for this one, ooh, this one feels fun. All right, 110, 15, 20, 25, 35, 45, 55, and 60. 160. Let's condense that down. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and 60. So I can put all of this back and get 3 20s. 1, 2, and 3. And we have so far $160 towards this, and we are moving right along. Okay, up next is Year of Minis with Bookish Mama Budgets. We are just keeping this simple. We're just rolling a D6 once a week. All right, that's 1. Easy peasy. Where's my marker? Okay, so 1 right there. $1 going in this week. Let's do one more because I think we're behind. No, we're not behind. Whatever, now we're ahead. 1, so $2. It's an easy rolling week. All right, for this one. We were also paying this towards debt, but we are saving it until we finish a whole card. So far we have 20, 30, 35, 36, 37, and 38 for this one. Okay, up next, I don't know why I always say that silly. Cupcake Chaos from Sassy Ginger Budgets. This one is sassy and spicy. We're going to see if we can make a cupcake that does not cost an arm and a leg here. But we are almost done with this challenge, which is exciting. Super exciting. All right, I'll get it out all here so you can see it all. We are down to our last 4 cupcakes. Let's get one done today. We're going to roll our D6 for our frosting flavor, which is 1, and that's cream cheese. Can't beat that. Best kind. All right, so cream cheese frosting flavor. And then we have our filling is going to be peanut butter. I'm out. I don't like peanut butter, y'all. It's not, I just don't like it. I like peanuts. I just don't like peanut butter. All right. And our cake flavor is going to be funfetti. What an interesting cupcake at this point. Cream cheese frosting, peanut butter filling, and a funfetti cake. Now we're going to our color of our frosting, which is going to be blue. Let's find us a blue. We're going to do a light blue this time. All right, so we're going to have blue frosting, which is cream cheese flavor. That's doable. So I'm okay with that. What do y'all think? Funfetti with peanut butter flavor? I don't know. All right, let's find out what our sprinkle colors are going to be. Oh, rainbow. Love it. Okay, so with rainbow, we're going to do purple for the big sprinkle. And then we need a different color of blue, so it stands out. We need a yellow. We need an orange. We need a red. Definitely. It's very good for funfetti. And then green. Okay. And then we're going to color in the funfetti cake piece. There we go. And then our last one is our wrapper. And that's going to be one for pink. Okay, I can handle it. Pink. It's a very pretty cupcake. Very pretty. I like it. I need to sharpen my pencils again. All right, let's add up and see how much this adorable, possibly good tasting cupcake is going to cost us today. All right, so it looks like it went easy on us. So we had cream cheese for 1, then we had peanut butter, then funfetti for 2, and then frosting color is blue, so +3, plus sprinkle, which was 6, and then pink, which was 1. So wow, this might be one of the cheaper. It might be $16. No, we had one for 12 right here. So $16 is almost our cheapest we've ever made. So 10, 5, 16. We're going to put this up and call it good. The universe is working with us this week because we do have a tight budget. All right, so a total of is that all that's in there? Yeah, okay. 10, 20, 30, 35, and 36 so far for the month of July on 2 cupcakes. Those are 2 very expensive cupcakes, if you will. All right. So we are done with Cupcake Chaos. And up next, we're going to do Love Match. I got to set that up. So let me fast forward and get all of this cleaned up. All right, y'all. We are more or less set up. Let's see what we are working with this week with this lovely dating game. This comes from Agape Book Club. We are having a blast and we are getting close to being done. So, Bachelorette number 1, she's going to go on date number 2. She is very chic. She is looking for a chic individual to go on a date with. Bachelor number 2, she is a thriving artist and she is going on her 3rd and final date. She is looking for the perfect man. And then Bachelorette number 3 is also going on her 3rd and final date. She enjoys a great trip to the coffee shop and good conversation. All right, let's see. We are going to see what date options we have here. We have somebody going to a baseball game, someone going to a private dinner, and someone going to a comedy show. Those are very nice dates. Let's see who's going on the dates with these ladies. All right, so what we do is we have our gentlemen here, our possible singles. We're going to flip over a card. So, Mr. Chef, we are not interested today. Our friendly teacher, ooh, we are swiping right on him. This guy looks like a lot of fun. He is getting swiped right here. We are going to see if number 3. Oh, Mr. Business, we're not. Oh, no, not this guy. The feelsy. Oh, no, we are swiping right on him. He looks sad, but he is a gamer. And I guess he must be losing his game because he is just very unhappy looking. So we have found our 3 guys who are possibly going on dates with our singles here. So we're going to scooch all this up so we now see who our possible dates are and where they're going. And what we do is we get our little love dice here. Yeah. And we roll. So for Miss Chic here, she has surprised us all and decided to go out with this young man who seems to be a teacher, and he's on the teacher's salary. So I doubt he's going on a private dinner, but maybe he will take her to a baseball game. Okay, so let's see what their situation is. Your roll odd and your date belched and never excused himself. He does not seem like the kind of guy that would do that. Save 4. Or roll even and he didn't. Odd. He's belcher. Okay, all right, he belched. So what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? All right, so we put 1 here for him, and then because he belched and didn't excuse himself, Miss Chic is out on that. She's not having it. $5 going in for that terrible date. Let's go to bachelorette number 2. She is going out with this gentleman, and he looks like he is taking her to a private dinner. Just strikes me as that. So, what's going to happen on that date? Your date was a complete gentleman, and you awarded him with a kiss on the cheek. Save what you want. Well, honestly, that's pretty awesome. I'm going to save $2. So $5 and $2 is a total of 7 for this game or this date, and I would say that is a win. So she has now gone out on her 3rd and final, and she is feeling pretty good about her dating prospects. We'll leave her there for right now, but she is out of the game after that. All right, so next up is our 3rd and final bachelorette. She is going also out with this guy. And he is taking her to a comedy show. All right, so your date kept checking his phone. Save $5 if you roll odd. Roll even. He didn't do that. All right, he rolled even. So he didn't check his phone. I thought maybe he was checking the phone because he was looking to see if she texted him back, but so roll even, save $2. We are going to save 5 for the gentleman and 2 for the date situation. So $7 going in today. And she also had a great date with this guy. So this guy right here, I'm telling you, he has 2 winning dates, and he's gonna have to, I don't know. But these 2 ladies are now out of the game. They have had their 3 dates, and so she will go back in, and that will do it for our dating match game this week. Loving this. We are getting close. We've been playing this one for a bit. It's crazy and a little bit spicy sometimes, but it seems like this week maybe wasn't too spicy. Okay, so we're going to trade this in here for a 10. So we're putting in $19 into budget love match. Let's take a look and see how much we have for July so far. Oh yeah, last week was super spicy. I'm not sure this is correct. I'll have to double check. All right, so 10, 30, because I'm wondering if maybe I forgot to pull out the month before. I don't think I spent this much, but maybe we did. We'll double check. But so far it says we have 10, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56. I'll have to look back and see what we actually saved in last week's video because I don't think we have quite that much. Okay, so up next is Ultimate 2026 with the Mrs. Champion. We have been working on her book for a bit. Let's get her out. Okay, so we have July, 4th of July scratchers here. Let's go ahead and roll it up. That's a 3. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, nice friendly 2. Can do that. 1, we'll go right here. And a nice friendly 3. Can do that. Let's roll again. And a 1. And the not so friendly 6, but hey, what did we expect? Eventually it was going to get us. All right, 8, 9, 10, 11. So that's 11 so far. So we'll put that right here. And then let's see, 4th of July, this or that. This is host a party or attend a party. Well, I attended a party. I am more of a fan of attending on 4th of July, frankly, because it's so stinking hot. I don't want to be. So I'm going to go attend. So that's $2. Superman or Captain America. Sorry, Captain America all the way. My husband is a fan of Superman. Blue outfit or red outfit. I prefer red. So, wow, lots of that's this week. I think we'll call that good. Let's see how much we saved. All right, 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So we need to trade in here for, let's see what we have. So 12, 15, 17. Yeah. Getting it together. $17 going in this week for Ultimate 2026. Let's see, what do we got? All right, so we can definitely trade this in for a 20. 25. And we can trade this in for a 5. All right, so far 20, 25, 30, 31, and 32. Okay. All right, now what do we have left? So we have a couple of things that we typically, so we did our Christmas in July. We have our ugly Ultimate 2026. We have Vacation Crashers, which is a new collab that we are working on. But we also have Piggy Tires, and I do want to get her done. So let's go and see if we can at least get one roll done for Piggy Tires without it bankrupting us. Okay, it's a D10, which is not awful. Here's our D10. There it is. All right, let's roll that. Okay, so that's a 1. And we're going to roll that for a 4. Okay, so we'll go with 4 here. All right, so we did get another roll in. So we will call that good. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Because I do want to have enough to play Vacation Crashers. I wonder if we should do one more. Because we have tires, we have our bubbles, and then we have Vacation Crashers, and that's all we have left. Let's do one more roll here. So this is going to be a D12, and that's a 3, and that's a 4. So 3 times 4, 12. That's what you get. That's what you get, actually. That's what you get. That's okay. That's okay. All right, so $12 going in. 1 and 2. Definitely going to need to make some change here. All right, so we got 2 more rolls done for Piggy Tires. Let's see, what do we got? What do we got in here for little Miss Piggy? She's got a lot of dollars. This money is going to go towards a credit card that we had to put tires on. We could not wait to get the tires because they were bald. They were bald. My dad sold them, and we were in a bad situation. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We just did not have the option to wait. So we had to put it on the credit card. You know, life happens. but we will put this towards that. It's not going to quite cover the tires themselves, but it's going to be a big chunk of it. So 1, 2, 3, 320, 325, 330, 331. If you know, you know, tires are expensive. Okay, so now we have left is Bubbles and Vacation Crashers, which is a new collab. If y'all are new, we will come back to Bubbles. Bubbles will be our catch-all for when we get close. So Vacation Crashers here. Oh, I keep forgetting there's a game board associated. Let's get that out. All right. Where is our Vacation Crashers? Here it is. So we'll pull this because this is our key. Sorry if I bumped y'all. Here's our game board, and this one I will have everybody linked below, but you can see here it's quite a few collaborators. So I've got all of their challenges here in this binder. I'm going to put my little key here, and we're going to just pick a spot and start. Let's start here on number 1, and we will roll. So 1, 2, roll a D3. Okay, that's a 1. All right, so that's going to go in the bonus, which is right here. Let's roll again. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, we landed on Banana, which I believe is Anna Banana Budgets, which makes sense to me. Let's see if we can find hers. Anna Banana, we haven't done yours at all yet. Let's do $1 for this beautiful vacation scene. So let's go ahead and just, we're just doing 1. That's what the dice says. 1 it is. We're going to get around the board a few times, probably. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's just 2 going in the bonus envelope. Roll again. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Roll a D12. Spicy. Right, that's a 7. Okay, so 5, 6. Oh, we need some change. 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so $7. Oh, we just need another one. $7 going into the bonus. This is going to end up being a good save, y'all. Okay, let's get these out of the way. 1, 2. That's 5. Goodness, this bonus envelope is getting a lot today. All right. 1, 2, 3. Okay, this is Blue Kiwi Budgets right here. Let's roll a D3 and see how many we're going to color in. All right, we're going to do 3. So these are going to be $1. $1. All right, so 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3 going to Blue Kiwi Budgets. All right, let's roll again. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, another bonus amount. Let's see. Do we have a 1? We do. Let's pull a 1 and grab a 5. Let's grab this 2 5s and grab a 10. So we have some denominations here to play with. All right, let's roll again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we are headed to Floating Funds. Miss Maddie. There she is. She is camping as my happy place. Mine 2. Now, the little mushrooms are worth 2. Let's see how many we're going to color in. We're going to do 3. Let's just do 3. But let's do one of the mushrooms. Actually, let's do 3 of the mushrooms. 2, 4, and 6. You know, when we have a little bit, the budgeting universe, whatever, was looking out for us. Let's do $6 right there. Help us get ahead. All right, let's roll again. 1. All right, we are headed to Melissa Manages, which I think is right here. Yep, another camping one. I love it. These, let's make these $2. $2. Let's see how many we're going to fill in. 3, 2, 4, 6. So 2, 4, and 6. There we go. $6 going into that one. My chair is so squeaky, y'all. All right, $4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We are headed to Kimmy's Corner. Take a look. Kimmy's Corner is doing coffee. We are doing coffee. We love some coffee. Let's roll. See how many we're doing. Just one. Just one today. Probably all the coffee. I haven't had one today, actually. All right, I need some more change. So I am going to trade in this 20 for a 10, a 5, and 5 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Prop bills are glorious, y'all. All right. 10, 5. There we go. What did I say I needed? I just needed one. Just needed one for Kimmy's Corner. Okay, let's roll again. 1, 2, 3, 4. We are headed to Mary Love Country Living. Where are you, Mary Love? You're right here. Let's do $2 per shark on this guy. And let's see how many we are. 1. All right. So we're just doing 1. So that'll just be $2 today. All right. I'm having fun, y'all. This is a fun new way to do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We are headed to CBA Mom Saves, which is our very first one. All right. Let's see. Let's make these the icons. Let's make those 2. And everything else is 1. Okay. Let's see how many we're going to color in. Oh, of course, 3. So let's do some icons. Get those done. 2, 4, and 6. Just making up the rules as I go, y'all. Okay. Rolling again because we still have some money. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a banana again. Let's find yours. If I remember correctly, she was all the way back here. All right, let's back to our tropical paradise here. Still only 1. Okay, 1 it is. We are down and no one's left again. All right, let's roll. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We are headed to Budgeting Sweet Cecile. Where are you? Here you are. Okay, each icon is 5. Wow. Okay, that's fine. We got this. All right, 3. So $15 right off the bat. Wow, Cecile. 5, 10, and 15. We need to get a change for this 10. All right, so now we are down to just 5. Whew. Okay, so let's roll again. We're going to be crazy. 1, 2, 3, 4. We are headed to Savvy Girl Saves, and this one I think is right here. We can decide how much each icon is. I'm going to go with 2. No, I'm going to go with 1. I'm going to go with 1. Life is better at the lake, and absolutely, that is 100% true. All right, so we have $5, and we're going to color in 2 icons today, and that leaves us with $3 after I make change here. Always making change. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so if we're going to color in 2 here for Savvy Girl Saves, that leaves us with $3. We're calling it good on Vacation Crashers. We made a lot of progress. And we will put that last $3 here in just a minute into our bubble catch-all with Dawn. Okay, so give me just a second. I will fast forward as I put all of these away. All right, y'all. All done with Vacation Crashers this week. And I have decided that this is going to go towards debt. Because you know what? I'd like to be able to take a vacation. And you know, I've mentioned it before, but the vacation that is in our, our bucket list, right, is to go to Disney World. And little Finn, who is not so little anymore, is starting to ask when we are going to get to go on a plane for the first time. And so I've kind of got it in my head that this debt payoff is really important for many reasons, but one of those is so that we can do things like take a vacation to Disney World when we are ready, hopefully very soon. So, anyways, that's why the Vacation Crashers Challenge is going to go towards debt. So we will do micropayments with that one. All right, so $1, $2, and $3 going to Dawn Sunrise Budgeting for our Bubbles challenge. And you know what? This worked out this week. We got to do all of our challenges and they all got some progress. So that was very nice. Very nice. Sometimes some of these challenges get a little spicy and we just don't have that kind of luck. All right. Here we go. We're adding 3. So far we have 50, 60, 65, 70, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88. So just for a little catch-all, that one is adding up too, y'all. Okay, we are done. We are so done with Save with Friends for the second week of July. Next week, we will visit our little Sandy here on the beach and hit up the rest of these challenges once again. I hope y'all have a great rest of the week. Thanks so much for watching. This one's been another bit of a longer video. I appreciate y'all. I hope to see some comments down below. I love seeing y'all's comments to let me know you're watching. And I guess until the next one, y'all hang in there. Bye.